there anybody out there?
The following program may or may not suck. It's brought to you in Technicolor and will not broadcast full frontal nudity. It is intended entirely for immature audiences. Parental discretion will be completely disregarded. Its hosts, producers, accountants, lawyers, and dry cleaners are not responsible for damaged or stolen vehicles. And finally, celebrity impersonators may or may not be used.
Live from the Pickleball Anytime studio, it's the Tanland Show, sponsored by Pickleball Anytime, the fastest way to make your very own pickleball court on any hard surface. And Itch Be Gone. For those tough-to-scratch places, it's Itch Be Gone. And now, introducing your host, David G., the Tanman.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna say? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna say? How's he gonna screw this up today? Great to be back at the Def Delay Club. Great to be back in the studio. Missed you guys. Happy Monday. Let me ask you a question. Tell me why. Tell me why. Can you tell me why? Tell me why I don't like Mondays?
Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. I wanna shoot. The whole day down.
Had to throw that in there. Anyway, it's 1,000 degrees here in Florida. You can boil an egg on the street. Heat wave, baby. You know, it's funny, before I lived in Florida, had a lot of friends that lived here. And he's like, oh, what's it like living there in the summer? Must suck. How hot is it? It's fucking hot. It's like 110 degrees today. But I love it. I love the heat. The hotter, the better. All right, who do we got with us today? I see Dina's here. Hi, Dina. Love you, baby. Marianne in the house. I'm not going to have the Tournament of Champions until Marianne wins a Name That Tune. You know that? I know I love it here. And so it's hot. It's hot everywhere. Heat wave everywhere. We I'm going to do something a little different today. Current events. Yeah. You know, I realized I went on some other people's live streams and they were talking about stuff that I had no idea what they were talking about. So, kind of made me not want to stick around too long. So I say, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, we should talk about what's going on in the world. So we're going to get to that. Okay? Anyway, hope you guys had a great day. Donnie R in the house. How we doing, Donnie? You a good witch or a bad witch tonight? We're going to talk about Malcolm. That's right. Don't jump the gun there, Dina. I got all the headlines ready to go. Matter of fact, it was my mom that gave me the idea. She said, listen, maybe if you talk about current events, you won't cuss so much. So, I started singing this to her.
Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb? Mother, do you think they'll like this song? Mother, do you think they'll try to break my balls? Mother should have built the wall.
I love this song.
Mother, should I run for president?
Oh, we're going to be talking about Epstein. MAGA! Yeah.
Mother, should I trust the government?
Mother, will they put me in the firing line?
Is it just a waste of time?
And here's what my mother said to me on the phone right here.
Hush now, baby, baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make all of your nightmares come true. Mama's gonna put all of her fears into you. Mama's gonna keep you right here under her wing. She won't let you fly, but she might let you sing. Mama's gonna keep baby cozy and warm. Ooh, babe. Ooh, babe. Cause Mama's gonna help build the wall.
Whew. Man, I love that song. What are we talking about? RZA already? Shit. Rizzo. Oh, T-Ray's here. Hi, baby. The beautiful T-Ray. RZA. I don't know why RZA don't have his own live stream. We can all watch. Like Bill and Aggie last night. How good was that until Bill touched the camera and everything froze? I know how that shit works. I've done it many times. I forgot to tell him, Bill, whatever you do, don't touch the camera. You know, it was a little weird being on that stream last night with all, like, having Scuff Frank in the chat and the chatter hat, you know, all of us in the same room supporting them, which was really cool. And I was just thinking, like, man, this could blow up really at any time with the three of us being in there, saying the wrong thing, maybe saying the wrong thing right then and there. Poof. Stream wars right on Bill and Aggie's chat, you know? But it didn't happen. I was glad. And that was a great stream. Aggie's a superstar. He really is. I mean, she is. I'm sorry. Bill's a superstar, but he's okay. Aggie's the superstar. Bill's okay. She's a superstar. I mean, you can just sit there and watch her. She don't even have to say nothing. You know? Quiet for a minute. Yeah, it was weird, right? It was like, shit. All of a sudden you see Scuff Frank. You see, all that was missing was the Queen. SQ. She with no nose. Heard she call, one of her people called me a pig. Oh, that pig. I'm like, shit, look who's calling the pig pink. I'm the pig. All right, let's not go there. I promised my mother. Let's keep it light.
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. Little light is shining through the window, lets me know everything's alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
Tell you, man, summer breeze makes me lose weight. Shit. I'm not even hungry anymore. The heat makes you not want to eat. You know that? It's like, I think I had 2 iced coffees today and a pierogi. Yeah. Anyway, I woke up early this morning and I took some friends to the airport. A good friend of mine, her name's Holly Tats. Holly Tats. She's got tattoos all over. And her son, Shay. And he doesn't have a father. His father left when he was young. And I kind of stepped up for the kid. I love him. He loves me. Good pickleball player. Great tennis player. And, you know, guy loves me. So it's funny because his mother's like, listen, you know, it's hard for her to have the talk with him about sex. Do you think you can have a talk with him? When do you want me to do this? She says, whenever you get a chance. So we're in the car, we're driving to the airport, West Palm Beach Airport. And I started bringing it up. I'm like, bro, how the women treating you? Good looking kid, man. I wish I was him. I mean, this kid, still a virgin. So we started to talk. I said, how would you like to hear a little story about when I was your age? How I got started. You know. He's like, yeah. And I looked at his mother in the back seat. I was like, can I tell him a story? So I started off by telling him how in like high school, I guess it was like sex education class, they were teaching us about, you know, putting the lime in the coconut kind of thing. You know, I'm not going to get graphic or anything. And I just remember, and my mom she can verify this. I came home from that class that day after learning about sex, and I was so pissed off at my father. You did that to my mother? Yeah, I did it 3 times, matter of fact. But I'll never forget how mad I was at my dad for doing that. And then, like, I was a late bloomer, okay? I'll be honest with you. I didn't have my first sexual encounter till I was 17. I mean, there was foreplay stuff, you know. I mean, I told you I went to sleepaway camp, and one night we did a raid. That's when you go out in the middle of the night to the girls' bunks. And everybody's saying, hey, man, you gotta get laid. Gotta get laid, bro. Gotta get laid? What the fuck is that? So I was with this chick, and we were on the side of the bunk, and I was laying on top of her. Ran back to the bunk after all that and shit, and I was like, I got laid! So proud of myself. But when I was 17, I was a good-looking dude. Had the long hair and shit, like Buddy East Coast. Not as long, but I was like, I was young. I was innocent. And I went to Disney World with my parents. My brother was, let's see, if I was 17, he was 13. And, shit, I was looking good, man. I had those tight shirts, like the, you know, like the Quiet Riot shirts with the stripes, they were like real tight and shit, you know. Shit, I'll never forget, we had women waving to us from the monorail. Girls, like, what up? Dude, we were superstars. Me and my little brother, Scotty Boy, who's now a superstar. Anyway. And so the first couple of nights we stayed in a place called the Polynesian Village. I don't know if it's still there or what. You know, it had the monorail going through it. Real expensive. It's like in the park resort. And then the last 2 nights we stayed in like this offshoot, I don't know, comfort suites. Who the hell knows, right? But they had a game room there. And now I'm telling this kid the story. He's like, he's listening. We're on the way to the airport and shit. I'm just telling him, same story I'm telling you right now. And I said, you know, my brother and I went to the game room. They had the air hockey, the pinball machines, you know, whatever. And I met this beautiful, well, I don't remember what she looked. I mean, she was really pretty. She was Florida. She was blonde. I'm from New York. She was blonde, Florida. Looked like a freaking tangerine, let's say. And we were all hanging out. It was all cool. We went to bed, blah, blah, blah. I gave her my room number. Next morning, my parents and my brother leave to go to, like, the Waffle House. You guys ever hear, you know, the Waffle House. They're everywhere. David, you want to go? No, I'm going to stay in bed. I'm going to sleep. Next thing I know, this chick calls my room. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. I'm in the bed. She's like, I'm coming over. I'm like, okay. Anyway, I guess Charlie means by putting myself out there. She comes over. Now, I never made love to a girl before, and this wasn't making love anyway, okay? Basically what happened was, you know, I've had wet dreams in the past when I was a kid. Felt kind of good. Wet dream, baby. I guess it was a wet dream. Back then, the only thing I knew about sex was going to my grandparents' house and checking out his magazines in the basement. He had the Playboy collection down there. I couldn't wait to get there. Me and my brother would go down there. We're like, oh, shit, look at this, bro. Centerfold. So she comes over in the bed. And she starts touching my, my little rizzer. Just kidding, T-Ray. My little man. Little tan man. And basically she, I how am I going to say this? She rubbed one out of me. I didn't even know what the fuck it was. I thought I pissed in my pants, but it felt fucking good. It couldn't have been 2 seconds after I wet my pants. You hear the key card. This is like when they first came out with those key card things in the door. Boom. Door opens, my parents, my brother. I'm laying in bed with this chick. My brother, I'll never forget the expression on his face. I became a god to him at that moment. His eyes lit up. He was like, yeah. And I was telling him this story. And the beautiful thing about my parents was they were so cool. They actually left. They opened the door, looked in, I'm in the bed with this girl, and they left. That was very nice of them. Let her collect her belongings. You know what I mean? And then she left, and I was a hero. And then I went on to tell him about the first time I ever made love to a girl for real. And I told him it was quicker than lightning. I mean, back then I was quick draw McGraw.
Those crazy nights I do remember in my youth. I do recall those were the best times, most of all. In my head, when a blue jean girl, burning love, from once in a lifetime. She found me singing by the train, took me home, we danced by the moonlight. Those summer nights are calling, stoned in love. Can't help myself, I'm falling, stoned in love. Old dusty roads led to the river, running slow. She pulled me down, ooh, I didn't clover. We go round in the heat with a blue jean girl, burning love, come once in a lifetime. All the memories never fade away. Golden girl, I'll keep you forever. Those summer nights are calling, stoned in love. Can't help.
So anyway, buddy, if you're listening, I just want you to know something. I see Scuff Frank all over your chat, and I know you think he's the nicest live stream IRL guy on the planet, but in the end, he's just a parasite, and he's just a parasite. Remember that word. The word is parasite, buddy. Okay? Now, he apologized to me the other day, and we kind of went on Discord and discussed it, and in the end, they reminded me of all the things that he did while Dina was here. And Frank, we decided that you could stick with the chatterbox hat and stay over there, and your time here in Tanland is up. And that's coming from the family, brother. Just want you to know. I was going to have you call in, but they said after all the shit he did to try and ruin Dina's weekend with the bugs, with the letting the mice go, getting us kicked out of restaurants, with the egg shit, there's no coming back from that, Frank. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to tell my mom, you're done. You're going to have to take your Hebrew bullshit somewhere else, bro. It's over, Johnny. And you know what? I don't really feel bad. At first I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring this guy back. Let's put him on with Tony TV. Tony TV's got all the receipts, man. He knows everything Frank and the Three Stooges were doing over there. You know the Three Stooges. Frank, Hat Teeth, and Curly Callie, who hasn't called me in a few days, which I'm fucking happy about. I think she got the message. You know? I think she dried up finally.
Power off.
No, Norma. And you know what? Your name was mentioned a little bit too, Norma. People trying to figure out who Norma is for some reason. You must have pissed somebody off, Norma. I mean, I personally, you really don't bother me that much because you're just Norma to me. I knew a girl named Norma. I mean, she was special needs and everything, but I still liked her. You know? I always brought her a lollipop, Norma. One of those big lollipops, the circle ones. Here you go, Norma. I got your lollipop. I think people have questions for you, Norma. I mean, I don't have questions for you, but your name came up in chat. And I'm glad you're with us. You know, they say you're a troll of trolls. Norma's a man. Okay, that's nice. That makes sense, actually. I don't think a woman would actually talk like this Norma talks to us. Norma, can I ask you a question? Are you addicted to masturbation? Honestly, it's okay. I mean, that's what trolls are. That's what we figured this out. I spoke to a psychiatrist the other day, and she said, Tan, listen, the people that are trolling you, just picture this, right? They're in a basement. They got all these computer screens. And they got porn on every one of them. It is an addiction. People go to therapy, and she deals with a lot of people that are addicted to porn. Or let's call it adult videos, Norma. You can get help, son. I guess if you're a guy, you can get help. I mean, what she said was after they unload, they go into troll mode. And then they're so frustrated with their lives because they can't meet a woman and they don't have any human touch, she said, that they go into chat rooms and live streamers and they troll. What it does is it builds up the testosterone again so they can get back to the porn. So without them trolling, and since they don't exercise, they need a way to reproduce sperm. I mean, she went into this whole medical thing about trolls with me. And, you know, once you're done trolling and you feel good about who you instigated or interrogated, it gives you the endorphins to go back to the porn for another round of popping off. You know, she told me, she said, David, what you need to do is buy stock in Kleenex. Kleenex, tissues. Gen Z. There's something going on with Gen Z that they have gotten so used to, I guess you would call it imaginary lovers.
Imaginary lovers never turn you down when all the others turn you away. They're around. It's my private pleasure, midnight fantasy, someone to share my wildest dreams.
imaginary lovers. It's sad. But there's hope for you. They have therapy groups. They have support groups with all these people that are jerking off together. And you go to a support group and you sit in a circle. And, you know, everybody speaks. You know, hi, I'm Norma, and I'm a serial masturbator. And then you tell them how many times you do it a day and what kind of hand cream you're using. I want you to look up therapy for masturbation, Norma. Okay? And then I want you to come back and report back to us after you go to your first support group. You might like it. You'll make some new friends. You know, you can all talk about your experiences together.
Imaginary lovers never turn you down. When all the others turn you away.
James Schmidt sent $3. I would like to take this opportunity to wish my beautiful wife Trisha a very happy birthday. We all love you and you're such a good mother to our girls, Penelope and Brooke.
Wow. Happy birthday. That's a great tune, man. I'm going to play a song for you right now. This is for her.
Wait a minute, baby. Stay with me a while. Said you give me life, but you never told me about the fire.
Happy birthday. All right. You know what? Now I finally have the internet working. I want to get the chat up in front of me. Man, I love being in the chat. I love being in the chat the other day in Bill and Aggie's chat. You know that? It's fun. I know it's fun for you guys. It's fun for me. But the fun part is when people who are on the screen say hello to you. And they pay attention to what you're actually saying. Read this, Tan Man. There's this guy named Tamanarism who stole your videos and streams. Someone even impersonated you. What am I going to do? You know what I mean? Let him play me at pickleball. I mean, I can't control this shit. I don't even watch this stuff during the day. You know, once in a while. You know what I did do today, though? And Charlie, if you're listening out there, drop the hand cream, get the shoe polish out of your hair. I want you to know something. I played your apology for Aunt B today. We went for Dunkin' Donuts coffee this afternoon. I said, Aunt B, I got to play you something. And it was Charlie apologizing to you yesterday from the beach. And I played it for her. And she accepts your apology. And so do I. Okay? So, Scuff Frank's out. Charlie, you're still good. You're still family. Let's try to keep it real, all right, my brother? I mean, I hate to do this to anybody, but the family, you know, if they say you're out, you're out. And Frank, you went way over the line. I'm thankful that you took my son's thumbnail, the picture of my son, off your YouTube page. You know, the problem with cow shit was, and I'll tell you, I would have reconciled with him. I really would have. But the one time I got that Ohio call, and we all know what that was, I'm not going back there. He put it on his YouTube page. It was a clip, you know, of somebody calling me some ugly things that I'm really have nothing at all to do with. And it really makes me sick. And I had called him. I said, bro, what are you doing? Take that down. Nope. It's content. I'm like, that's content? I mean, what are you doing, bro? And he wouldn't take it down. And right then and there, I was done with him. And I could never look at his face again. I never wanted to see his face again. I just wanted to wring his neck. And I came very close to doing that. Okay? I actually thank him for breaking that cheap-ass selfie stick I had, because I got a new one that I love. I mean, it's metal. It goes up 8 feet. It forced me to get a real selfie stick. That was my original bullshit selfie stick. So thanks for that. Other than that, you're done. It's over, Johnny. You ain't coming back here. You come in under different names. They'll find you. I got people on here. They are the sleuth, man. I got the dynamic duo of the internet with me. Not to mention Frank TV, man, who's just like, shit. Anything you want to know about live streaming, he'll tell you. I get all the inside information I need without even going on this stuff. And then I got my people on the Discord. You know who you are. Rizzo and T-Ray. Great people that are just protecting us. Let's put it that way. Tony TV knows it all, baby. We're blessed to have these people with us. I know I'm blessed. Somebody's going to steal my shit. What am I going to do? Sue him? I mean, Frank used to put a clown in the chair and play our stream. That was his content. Now he's going to try and, he's going to try and work off of Buddy East Coast. Buddy, I'm telling you, be careful for this parasite, my brother. Soon he'll have all your people over there with his fakeness. We know who he is. He already parasited us. Just giving you the heads up, you treat him the way you want. I know you think Scuffy Frank's the real good guy. He's a good guy. He's got a wrap-up show about Buddy East Coast now. Good, let him wrap you up, brother. It's all fake bullshit anyway. I mean, who's he talking to anyway, buddy? Your fans? Hey, come watch me. We're doing a wrap-up show about your favorite live streamer, Buddy East Coast. So, Buddy's people, come watch me wrap up Buddy. That even makes sense to you? Never made sense to me. Well, listen, Buddy has his thing, I have mine. This is a little different. This is a family. We're trying to be cool. So far, I think I'm being pretty good. Yes, we talked about trolls and the masturbation, but that was medical. It's all medical. Anyway, I want to just let you guys know I'm really proud to say that our channel is just about at 100,000 views in less than 4 months. Man, I remember when we had like a couple of hundred views, I was real happy. We're about to hit 100,000 views, man. I know that doesn't sound like a lot to most people out there that know the internet. I get it. You know, but my videos before all of this, shit, I'd get maybe 75, 50 views, whatever. But the family made this shit happen and we're heading in the right direction. Almost 100K in views. I'm like, shit. You know, that makes me happy. I know people get that in one video. I get it. Believe me, I get that. But for like, you know, I'm not Joe Rogan either. I'm not NBC News, you know. I mean, we're just a family that's hanging out. We're doing shit like this, trying to have fun. Frank couldn't get off the toilet the other day. I believe it. You know, he had Cowboy doing all his dirty work. The whole egg night. That was ugly shit. But anyway, Charlie, you're welcome here now. Aunt B says you're good, you're good. She's high level. You apologize to her. That made me happy, actually. I hope you guys enjoyed my girl, Crystal Panda, from the beach the other day. I mean, let me just tell you about her. I always tell you I respect women, and I really do. And she's just a good friend, nothing else. We met at the beach. She was with a guy. The guy was a dairy farmer. We were talking. It was funny. He's telling me about milking cows and shit. I'm asking him the questions. This is before I became a live streamer. Shit, I wish I had the camera that day. Telling me about the teats and everything. I was like, what the fuck? You know? It was funny. And, you know, she's just an amazing person. I mean, to be able to manage over 100 subcontractors and build a Panda Express, and it's all on her shoulders to do it, you know, I think that's really cool. You know, I have so much respect for her. Yeah, he can call in. Charlie can call in. Hi, Shelly. Love you. Sorry, you know, I get so wrapped up in this shit. Frank will be in nursing home with Trixie. All right, I don't wish any harm to the guy, although he wished harm on us. I'm a little different. I wish him all the best. Just adios, dipshit. That's what I say. Bring your shtick to a different channel. That's it. There's live streamers all over the place. Why us anyway? You know. Tan Man Fan. What's up, Tan Man Fan? Who else we got? Stingo Town. Tan Man, the monster truck guy's not cool for stealing your videos. Really? Who is this guy? Tell my girl T-Ray. Tell Tony TV. These people do the research. They'll let me know. You know. Pete, I see your name, baby. What's up, Pete? Riz is here. Love you, brother. Lane Kerner. How you doing, Lane? Hot Frank Dog. Frank is still at it. Okay, whatever. Jim Rockford. Nice. That's Donnie R. We mentioned him already. Serenity Now. Tan Man thought on the passing of Patrick Melton. I don't even know who that is. Tell you the truth. Tan Man words out that you're a cult leader. What kind of cult? Cult of music? I mean, you know, I'm definitely connecting with Gen Z. Now, here's a funny thing that happened the other day. I had one of our fans, and you guys all have my number because it's right on the screen most of the time. I don't know where our girl Penelope is tonight. Maybe she's busy. But I had a fan call me up just the other day. I think it was, what's today, Monday? It was yesterday after the show. I just got home from the beach. And, you know, I didn't know who it was. One of these, you know, out-of-state numbers. And she says, hey, Tan Man, can you do me a favor? Sure, you know, how can I help you? Will you talk to my son? My son loves you. He walks around the house all day saying, Tan Man this, Tan Man that, Tan Man this, Tan Man that. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, he loves you. I said, sure, put him on the phone. Like, hey, what's up, little man? Meanwhile, the kid's 22 years old. He's like, hi, Tan Man. And next thing you know, he's asking me how tall I am. Well, Johnny, I'm 6'2". And, you know, he's, how do I get tan like you? I'm like, well, don't. Trust me. Go play some pickleball. You know? And I told him to call in. You're part of the family now. It was really good. It was a good call. I'm just exaggerating a little bit because I don't really remember everything we said, but I was really nice to him. And I was like flattered about it. It was like, shit, this kid loves me. Gen Z, baby. I mean, I told you, Harry's telling me all his friends are watching me and shit. That made me feel good. And then, it's funny, while I'm on the phone with him, my mom called. And she gave me the speech again. And I'm like, Mom, I heard you the first time. So I'm like, you know, you should have heard the call I just got from this kid. You know? I mean, if you would have heard the call I just hung up from to listen to this, you need to shut this down. What are you doing? So anyway, I say, you know what, Ma? Here's what I'm going to do. I'll get away from the bullshit. And I'm going to do something a little different called Tanland News. How are you tonight, everybody? This is Tan Man. Here now, the news. The news everybody's talking about. Bringing you the top headlines here in Tanland that everybody can chime in on. Something a little different. People that don't know who Scuffy is, or Charlie, or the Pink Pig. So now we're going to talk about shit everybody knows. Yeah. Let's cult leader up. Our first story comes from Long Island, New York. This is fucked up. This is the news. Like, my brother don't say the news like this. I can tell you that. Our first story is from Long Island, New York, where a man wearing a big gold chain got sucked into an MRI machine and died. Sucked into an MRI machine and died. Apparently, he went into the wrong room, and he was wearing a big-ass gold chain. And it sucked him right into the machine. Anybody want to comment on that? See, that's part of this news thing. You guys need to comment on this shit. Anybody else hear this story, or is it just me? Dina heard about it. What a way to go, huh? Guy was sucked into an MRI machine. He's trying to get his wife out. Donnie R was magnetic. They told him to take his chain off. His fault. Sorry, man. But he was not supposed to be in the room. Right, he wasn't supposed to be in the room. His necklace sucked him in. How big do you think this necklace was? I mean, like this? I mean, this necklace sucked him in. This shit would break in 2 seconds. Strangled him. Shelly. But did he get sucked into the machine? Yeah, he wasn't supposed to wear a chain there, fan. And he got sucked into the machine. 30-pound chain? Oh, is he like a rap star or something? The necklace was for weight. With MRI machines, but it sounds right. You know, I've never been in an MRI machine, but I don't even think I could be in an MRI machine. You know, my brother used to tell me he did MRI shit, and it's like being in a coffin. You can't move, you're in there, do you hear the buzzing and shit? Anybody else been in an MRI machine? Doesn't take much. Those machines are strong. I heard the chain was big. Should be sued. I have had many MRIs. Dina has many MRIs? Shit. They were claustrophobic. See, now we're talking about other things people can relate to now. Kind of liking this. We can all chime in. You think his family's going to sue or what? They're probably going to make a fortune on this. But it was his fault, right? Does it matter? They open MRIs, that's not as bad as the closed ones. Well, I hope I never have to deal with that shit anyway. I open MRI, that's not as bad. Magnetic resonance, management, it would have been low gold content. Tamara to play pickleball with you. The wife is suing. Oh, of course the wife is suing. Everyone sues nowadays. She's going to be rich probably, right? All right. That was cool. Our first story ever. Man gets sucked into MRI machine. Only here on the Tanland show. Mine apart from the noise. Really, Riz? Yeah, I never had an MRI. No. It was a necklace for weight training, they'd said. Shit. All right. Anybody else? What's up, Tony? We were talking about you, bro. She probably won't win. I'm sure there are signs posted on the door about not entering, etc. Were you scared? Exactly, Shelley. Yeah, has anybody been in an MRI machine? Was it scary? I mean, my brother said it's like shit. Terrible. We're just talking about the guy who got sucked into the MRI machine. Tony TV, we got a new feature here. It's called Today's News in Tanland. Here's the music. It's not that bad. I love the news segment. Yeah, it is our new news segment. All right, let's get to our next headline story. Oh, shit. You're not going to like this one. This is from the New York Times. Trump had underage party with underage beauty pageant contestants just for Mr. Epstein. Any comments? Dina, bullshit. Yeah, she wouldn't believe it. If the guy fucking raped the whole nursery school, she'd never believe that. Not my Trump. Not my orange man. Would you believe he goes to a tanning bed? Would you just admit that, D? No, this wasn't the Miss Universe. This was the teenage universe. I don't know, listen, this is the New York Times, man. I ain't making this shit up. I'm just reading the news.
Chat Flirt sent $10. Love this concept. Enjoying it. Stephen Colbert loses $40 million a year job because people bored of his Trump shtick. He wasn't ever funny to me anyway.
Oh, hey, everybody. We got a great show for you tonight. Senator Adam Schiff was my guest. We harmonized on 7 Bridges Road. What a voice. I cried. But before we start the show, I want to let you know something that I found out just last night. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And yeah, I share your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away. And I do want to say that the folks at CBS have been great partners. I'm so grateful to the Tiffany Network for giving me this chair and this beautiful theater to call home. And of course, I'm grateful to you, the audience, who have joined us. Every night, in here, out there, all around the world, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. I'm grateful to share the stage with this band, these artists over here every night. And I am extraordinarily, deeply grateful to the 200 people who work here. We get to do this show. We get to do this show for each other every day, all day. And I've had the pleasure and the responsibility of sharing what we do every day with you in front of this camera for the last 10 years. And let me tell you, it is a fantastic job. I wish somebody else was getting it. And it's a job that I'm looking forward to doing with this usual gang of idiots for another 10 months. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
We're going to lock in.
Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Y'all ready? Okay. That's all I wanted to say. Dante, let's do the show. Jazz cowboy, drop it on the poof.
You know what's funny? I never saw that guy's show. I know who he is and everything, but I never watched him. There they are, the new superstars of IRL. Bill and Aggie. Let's talk about them for a minute. We'll stop them. We're doing today's news. We're just talking about Trump and Epstein, but we'll stop for a minute. So we talk about Bill and Aggie. Anybody want to chime in and, besides me, say how amazing those two were the other night? Even though they froze up like 5 times. I'll tell you, Aggie kept my attention. Sorry to say. She's a superstar. Bill, you're okay. But Aggie's a superstar, baby. That was great. Imagine starting a live stream. They had more views than we probably ever had, man, in one night. I think every stream came together to watch them. I thought it was so cool. It was really great. I love being in the chat, you know. I wasn't trying to draw attention away from you guys, obviously. And I didn't go on last night, which I was going to. But I just, you know, I didn't want to pull people away from you. And you were just doing so great. And believe me, I don't, you know, I enjoy being in the chat, you know, and I thought you guys were amazing. A little weird that you got thrown out of that place, huh? No live streaming. No karaoke live streaming. It was really great, guys. I'm looking forward to the next one. Just let me know when you're going to do it so I can take the night off. Shit, I wasn't kidding. I was like, oh shit, Bill and Aggie are on? Good night. I'll just watch them. Really enjoyed it. And it was great that you had like all the different, like, you know, streamers, you know, in your chat. It was like everybody was there for you. That was really, really cool. It's such a great community of people. It is really a great community of people. You know, And, you know, I was really happy for you. You know, now, hopefully you fix the battery issue. I thought maybe you touched the camera, Bill. You know, that happened to me a few times. I try to, like, fix something, the power chat, I don't know. And then the whole thing just freezes up and you got to shut it down, start it again. You know, it sucks, really. So I know what you were going through. Believe me, it's happened to me. And then you start a whole new stream and it's a pain in the ass, you know. But it's funny because even though the screen was frozen, we were still able to chat, you know. I guess you never shut off the stream. You got to remember to do that, you know what I mean? Even though it froze, you got to, like, shut off the stream that's happening and then start another one, because if you don't hit the button and end it, even though it's frozen, you know, it's still there. So you probably know that by now. You'll figure out the kinks. It's fine. You know, I always carry like a spare battery with me, you know, to plug it into the phone, you know, in case, you know, the batteries, you know, I learned all of this shit. You know, everything's happened to me, so I know exactly. The battery died and the backup couldn't keep it charged. Right, okay, so you can't let it run down right to the end. You have to, like, you know, at least have 20% left and then plug that in, and then, you know, it'll charge. But if you go right to the end and it says, you know, you get the battery warning and then you plug it in, you're gonna lose it. I know that too. It happened. Yeah, Bill, I'm telling you, happened to me. Sucks. There were times, you know, you were knee deep in it, and then boom, the shit just shut off, and they're like, what happened? You know, and you can't even shut off the stream because the phone shut off. So I know exactly what happened to you. But anyway, it was really great seeing the two of you. You know, I'm really happy for you that, you know, the community just rallied around you guys right off the bat. You know, we gotta do the same for Taurus, and we have to do the same for Lucille Balls has her little stream. I always go on and I like it, and hers aren't live. A lot of it's just tape. But I saw Lucille Ball had like 1,000 views on a video the other day. I was like, wow, that's really great. You know? But, you know, if any one of, you know, these people that are in the chat right now, it's all the same people. I mean, the same people that are here with me were with you last night. It was really great. And I'm really happy for you guys.
I do believe in you, and I know you believe in me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But now we realize love's not all that it's supposed to be. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Knowing that you would have wanted it this way, I do believe I'm feeling stronger every day. I know we really tried. Together we had love inside. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So now the time has come for both of us to live on the run. Oh, yeah.
Who cares if the Skank Queen watches them? You know, I hate when they even mention her name in our Discord. I gotta be honest with you. Who cares about her anymore? We have all moved on from that. You guys keep bringing up the past for some reason. When I see that on our Discord and people, I don't know, somebody keeps bringing her up. And I say to myself, should I block this fucking guy already? You know, it's like, why are they mentioning her? It's like, you know, she could just scam her way into oblivion. There's no hate. But it doesn't have to be mentioned either. Right? Aggie taught me not to hate. Life's too short. I get that. But why even talk about her anymore? We all know what she is. We all know what she does. To some people, it's entertainment. To others, it's just pure scammery. You know, we're still bringing up her name. You don't hear me mention her name. I'm just saying. It's like, you know, she lives on. She lives on. We don't live on over there. We're just pigs to her. I'm the king of pigs to her. I'm the head pig. And you guys are just freeloading pigs to her. It is what it is. Pig people. Yeah, we're all pigs here. I mean, who's really the pigs? Are we really the pigs? We're like really good people. We're welcoming people. We don't hurt anybody's feelings unless they act up. You know, and I'm trying to do it in a different way now. I mean, you know, it's not who we are. But hey, you know, to them, we're the pigs. So let us be the pigs. We'll be the pigs, okay? Yeah, follow Lucille. She's not feeling well tonight, so she's probably going to catch up to this tomorrow, and, you know, it'd be great if you could follow her. She's coming here soon. We're looking forward to it. All right, next story. Anybody want to comment on this Trump thing with Epstein and the little girls and, that they're buddies and best friends, and Trump sent them a birthday card and drew a picture? You know, keep your little secrets. Anybody want to mention that, or should we move on, Dina? Okay, we'll move on. Move on. Donnie R. wants to comment. What do you have to say there, Donnie? Move on. Mary Ann wants to move on. Okay. All right, next. Malcolm Jamal Warner drowns in Costa Rica. That's the guy from the Cosby Show. Yeah. He was the brother in the Cosby Show. He's dead. He had a good run though, don't you think? Theo, right, he played Theo, the brother. He drowned, yeah. Never heard of him? Was he wearing a 30-pound chain, Tony? Was everybody wearing 30 pounds? Is that like the thing now? Anybody used to watch the Cosby Show? Do you think Bill Cosby was guilty of slipping these chicks Quaaludes? I mean, he went to jail, but now he's out. Dina, you believe Bill Cosby was guilty? They all sold their souls for fame. I believe that too. Okay, so Dina, you believe Bill Cosby was guilty. Lots of proof. Cosby did it. Guys, anybody out there ever take a Quaalude? You know what those are? Quaaludes? Norma, I love them. I like you, Norma. You're good. Downers. Ha. Well, let's put it this way. You take a Quaalude, it's like drinking a 6-pack. Maybe an 8-pack. in one pill. Boom. Those were big in college, when I was in college. Yeah, Roarer 714s, lemons. It's true. And don't get so, actors. Trust me, guys, it's all bullshit. You gotta trust me on this. Without the makeup, without the wardrobe, without the stylist, these people are just, you probably wouldn't look at them twice in the street. I mean, look, there's some beautiful ones, don't get me wrong, the women. But most of them, yeah, I met a lot of celebrities in my day. They're all short, and they all got bad breath. I used to carry breath mints with me while I was miking them up. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. This is fun. Florida man arrested for wanting to kill everybody on the Epstein list. See, shit could get out of hand. Guy threatened anybody who's on, shoot to kill, they said. Anybody on the Epstein list, he was going to kill him. Got arrested. We want to see the list. Dina, can we see the list? I mean, if the list is all over Twitter, if they release the grand jury testimony and Trump's all over it, and it really turned out that he was buddies with this guy, Epstein, does that change your opinion of Trump? Yes or no? Dina, if he's on the list and he was part of this whole thing, does that change your opinion? I need to know that right here, right now. Hypothetically, if he's on the list, I mean, there's a ton of pictures of the two of them together holding hands. There are so many people coming forward now. Look, I don't give a fuck. We're not talking about Clinton. He ain't president no more. You know? I mean, he got whatever. I don't know. Just different. I don't know. Monica Lewinsky. If he's on the list, let's fry his ass too. I don't give a shit about him. Why do you always deflect to somebody else? We're talking about the president of the United States here. Imagine if the president of the United States is a pedophile, Dina. You know, I used to take my son to school every morning, and I used to say, today you're going to be president. I really said that to him. Grab them by the pussy. Tony T, you remember that? That was the Entertainment Tonight thing where he didn't even know that he was being filmed. Then all this Howard Stern stuff comes on with him on the Howard Stern. Your boy Howard Stern, Dina. Howard, baby. He's talking to Howard about how he likes him young. Dina, what's it gonna take? Those were words. Who's Billy Bush? Was he in our chat? He was the interviewer. All right, we're not bashing Trump, Dina. We're just hypothetically asking you a question. At what point do you change your opinion? If there is proof that this really did happen, will you publicly say that you made a mistake? That's all I want to know. All right, goodbye, Dina. Goodbye. Go watch Fox News, baby. You don't want to hear Tanland news. We're just asking hypothetical questions. All right, let's move on. Florida sweats to hottest temperatures of the summer. The heat index today at 110 degrees. Is it hot in the rest of the country or is it just here? Are you guys melting? I mean, it was like 110 degrees here today. Dina, we can agree to disagree. Why are you getting so upset? Why are you getting so upset? 110 there, T-Ray? It's been overly hot here, Tony TV, after I came out. You are slinging me out. I'm not singling you out. Not at all. But you're like my sister that, I know you're MAGA, so I'm just asking you. I'm not singling you out. This has nothing to do with you. That's it? 75 in Michigan? That's nothing. Yeah, if we're still on in 15 minutes. Can't defend, grab 'em by the pussy. Tony TV's got all the receipts. Yeah, I know, all these party photos of Trump and Epstein hanging out. Isn't that enough right there? I mean, isn't that enough right there? But the worst part about this is, and I'll tell you right now, we all knew this before the election. Why now? Why now? I don't understand. Why now is this like a big deal when we already knew all these pictures existed and these videos of him dancing with the girls and this and that? I mean, it's all old news, right? So why is it such a big story all of a sudden? Why? I'll tell you why. Because they said one of their things that they ran on, they said they were going to release the Epstein files. That was all bullshit also. They ain't releasing the Epstein files. What are you, nuts? You know what I was thinking to myself today? I'm like, listen, if his name's in the Epstein files, why don't he just go over there and pull the ones with his name out of it? Shit, is that my name? Oh shit, is that me on the island? Get it out. I mean, is it numbered or something? I mean, how are you going to know if he pulls his shit out anyway? You know what I mean? Let's say he pulls the pages out with his name on it. See, I wasn't in there. It's like Nixon erasing the tapes. Remember that shit? He's saying it's all a hoax and calling people who want them released troublemakers. I mean, he like put these people in charge, I think, of like the FBI and some other thing that they ran on the, well, their whole thing. I saw interviews, Cash Patel or some shit. Oh, we're going to release those files. Soon as we get into office, we want those Epstein files. Now it's like, shit, wait a minute, there's no files. The woman who's in charge of the FBI, I guess, I'm just saying. They can't find the files. They lost them. You know, and that part of it too, right? And I know you're going to say Biden, but what about all that shit with all the, like, secrets he had in the Mar-a-Lago in the bathroom? The nuclear secrets, boxes of secrets? If I had one of those pieces of paper right here, the FBI would be here in a minute. The guy had boxes of them. I never understood that part. Anybody want to explain that shit? I mean, does this even matter? Does it matter to anybody?
Chat Flirt sent $10 something to ponder.
You know what happens after your funeral? In just a few short hours, the crying will fade away, and your family will be busy making arrangements for food or drinks.
Yup.
Some of your relatives will start discussing current events over coffee, while others will call to say they can't make it in person due to an emergency. Your employer will begin searching for your replacement. In a few days, your children will return to work because their bereavement leave has run out. In a month, your spouse might find themselves watching a comedy on TV and start to laugh, reflecting on how quickly life moves on. You'll be forgotten at an astonishing pace. If people can forget you so easily, then who are you living your life for? You spent your whole life worrying about what others think of you, but the sad truth is that they don't think about you as much as you imagine. So live your life for yourself. Remember, life is too short to be lived for others' approval. Embrace your true self and make your own happiness a priority. If you've watched this far, drop a 100 and hit the follow button, because this account is for you.
That, my friends, might be the truest statement I've ever heard. And you know, the day we had that incident on the beach with Charlie, and I was saying what I was saying, he's going to do what he's going to do, and then we're going to go out for Chinese food, and we're going to cry, and then we're going to go on with our lives, and he would still be where he would be, and our lives are going to go on. And then we're going to die, and then, you know, within a few generations, we didn't even exist. Like, it's really crazy how this shit works. You know? You know, that's one thing about this YouTube stuff, for me, too. And I mentioned this to you guys about this in the past. You know, I'm not going to be here to see my great-grandchildren. Hopefully my grandchildren, I'll get to see them. But not my great-grandchildren. But, you know, there might be a time where, you know, to say, hey, this was your great-grandfather, the Tan Man, and then they can watch one of these shows. So it's kind of like my legacy in a weird way. So maybe I should think twice before I pop off. I don't want my great-great-grandchildren seeing this shit and saying, man, he cursed a lot. He got mad a lot. Was he mad? Nah, I'm not fucking mad. Man, that little donation hit pretty hard. Thank you for that, Chat Flirt. But, you know, I've heard that before, and it really is true, you know. Like, I don't even know my great-grandfather. Never met him. Died before I was born. And anybody who did know him is gone now. And who knows where those pictures are? You know what I'm saying? Oof. So here's my suggestion to you guys out there. Live your life. Get out of the basement. Put the Kleenex to the side. And go get yourself a little tush. You know what I'm saying?
I've been up, I've been down, take my word, my way around. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. I've been bad, I've been good, Dallas, Texas, Hollywood. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch.
I was just singing that to my great-grandchildren. Hey, kids, if you're watching this, that's who I was. And I had some great friends with me while I was doing it. Basement dwellers. It was a good segue, right? Don't cry, Night Owl. Listen to this song one more time. I'm just going to sing it one... Stink Bug! Stink, I was just singing to my great-great-grandchildren.
I've been up, I've been down, take my word, my way around. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. I've been bad, I've been good, Dallas, Texas, Hollywood. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch.
Sorry. I'm going to cut that segment out and just send it to Harry for his grandchildren. You know what I mean? Whew. All right, let's keep going with the news, baby. Snake, we're doing the news tonight. It's our new segment. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Hello? What's up?
How are you? I'm watching your show. I turned it on.
Did you want to chime in?
Yeah, I want to chime in. So
Hold on, let me put you on the speaker. Everybody loves when you call.
Okay.
Oh yeah. What's this gonna cost me?
Power on. It's free because we're friends. That's why.
Really? You're not charging me for this call?
No, we're friends.
Bluetooth connected.
All right, say hello to say hello to the family.
So I wanted to say I wanted to ask you, didn't Billy Gibbons die from ZZ Top a few years ago?
So
Who died from ZZ Top? I forgot who it was.
his music lives on.
I know the music lives on, but I'm just curious to know. Do you know who died from ZZ Top a few years ago? Was it Billy Gibbons or was it somebody else?
I don't know, bro. I wasn't really a big ZZ Top guy.
Oh, you weren't?
No. I like that song.
What about give me all your loving and all your hugs and kisses too? Or Sharp Dressed Man, like those songs? I love those songs, you know? Those are my two favorites by them.
Listen, we're doing news tonight. We're talking about Trump and Epstein. We're talking about. You got anything you want to say about that?
So basically, I don't know what's going on exactly, but I have a feeling that they're holding back the documents because Trump's in them.
That's it?
But Bill Clinton was in them too. I saw Barron Trump released a list of somebody hacked the FBI database, and Barron Trump released a list of people that were in it, and it doesn't say that Donald's in it, but Donald also was when the band Epstein from Mar-a-Lago. So I don't know if he's in it or not. I don't think he is, but because he banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago, but for being a predator, he banned him from Mar-a-Lago. But Bill Clinton was in there, Hillary Clinton was in there, Alan Dershowitz was in there, RFK Jr. was in there, believe it or not. Trump's
Were you in there?
Secretary.
Were you in there?
So there were a lot of Prince Albert was in there, whatever his name is, from. No, I'm not in there, man.
I read one of the stories I was going to read is they might have found a cure for autism.
Yeah.
That's going to blow your whole business out of the water. How you going to, if they find a cure for that, then how are you going to profit off of it?
Well, I'm not in the business to profit off anything. I'm in the business to help people with autism. And you know what? There's some cures for the flopping hands autism that are coming out, but there's no cure for the high functioning autism, which is what I have, and Asperger's, the old Asperger's type syndrome.
Did you say Asperger's?
Now it's called autism.
Bro, did you say Asperger's?
So it's just social cue stuff, and there's really no cure for autism.
Did you say Asperger's?
Yeah. I have Asperger's syndrome. I like to joke around. I like my Asperger's with bacon and cheese. Asperger's. I like my Asperger's with bacon and cheese. I like to joke around about.
You like younger women, don't you?
I like women that are 21 to 29. Why do you ask?
I'm just wondering.
Probably 20, 24, 26, 29, stuff like that. Why?
Whatever happened to the woman you married recently?
So we annulled it. She was 42 and we annulled it.
Did she get to see your enlarged penis?
I'm not going to talk about that in the show, but let's just say we had a good time, okay?
When you got married, was it at the Elvis Chapel?
We actually went to the same chapel John Bon Jovi went to. But it's not a real marriage, you know what I mean? It's not until you register with the state. I don't think in Vegas it has become a real marriage. It's because the way it works is we never registered it with the state in Nevada, So it was just a ceremony is all it was. It was just bullshit,
Do you have any advice for our audience member trolls that maybe would like to get their penis enlarged?
Well, go see Dr. Loria in Doral, Florida. He'll be more than happy to help you.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
Do you think you're addicted to masturbation?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
Would you consider going to a masturbation support group?
Me? I don't need to go to one.
They all sit around and talk about jerking off.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in that, and nor do I need one.
Everybody leaves with a free box of Kleenex.
You're funny, dude. You're funny. I fucking love you. You're funny.
Oh, you get Danish and coffee too.
You're funny. You're funny.
Barry, let me ask you this. Have you ever taken Viagra?
Never needed it. Never needed it once.
People are asking, what's the most amount of women you were ever with at one time?
I had a fivesome. On a cruise, I was 22.
5 women at once.
Me and 4 girls. So fivesome. Me and 4 girls.
Was this before the operation or after?
I was 22. It was well before the operation. Just before the operation or after? I was 22. This was back in 2002. I was 22 years old. I was in Europe on a cruise.
Did you pay for that, or was it?
No, these girls, I was 22. These girls were like all 18 to like 20. And they were in college like me. And that was it, you know. One of them had just graduated high school and was actually going to the University of Miami. And I ran into her a few years later at UM when I went there, starting in 2003. And because I went to 2 different universities. I went to NYT and then UM. I went to NYT in New York and Columbus Circle across from Hunter College, and then Westbury, Long Island, and then I went to University of Miami.
Barrett, they're asking if you've ever been to a gay parade with Elisa.
That is very true. She dragged me to the gay pride parade against my wishes, against my will, and I did not like it one bit. I felt very uncomfortable, very out of place, because I'm not gay and I'm far from it, and I'm just, her community all trolled me over it, you know, and they still do to this day.
Were you in love with her?
I was in lust, not love. And basically, once I got to know her, I said, this girl's too crazy for me, and that's it, you know? And the way she used me and manipulated me and all this stuff, I got tired of it. I left after that live stream at the Possible event with her in 2023. That night at the acid party, I just said, I've had enough, I'm leaving. I never spoke to her ever again.
How much money do you think you spent on her in G-strings?
I didn't buy her a G-string, dude. I don't know where people got that shit. I bought her a full-body swimsuit.
Did she try it on for you?
No, she actually never even wore it for me, and nor did I. She doesn't have the body I like, you know. It's like, and I found out I did see her in the pool with that swimsuit with this guy Todd. But she had like a T-shirt over the swimsuit. It was like really weird in like a video. This guy she was streaming with after she streamed with me, this guy Todd Goldfinger, whatever his name is. And she used to mock him, saying, "I'm looking for a retard named Todd," and she used to make fun of him, like all this stuff. I didn't like that about her, that she used to make fun of people and manipulate people and use them, you know. And her whole community basically is about calling people retarded, like all these different things, even though we're not, you know. I don't like the way they characterize people in that community. It's so messed up, you know.
How did your relationship end with her?
Not good. Let's just say we stopped talking after I stopped streaming with her, and I got harassed for like 2 weeks or 4 weeks after I streamed with her, and I had to file an RC3 with the FBI. I had to file police reports. I still have screenshots to this day of all the text messages. I saved them. and all the emails that I received in the harassment. The police have everything, and so do the feds.
All right, well, we can't thank you enough for calling in. We all love you, and call back.
Been away, haven't seen you in a while. How've you been? Have you changed your style? And do you think that we've grown up differently? Don't seem the same. Seems you've lost your feel for me. So let's leave it alone, 'cause we can't see eye to eye. There ain't no good guy, there ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree.
So we were talking about Trump's tan. Is it real or fake, Dina? So you go to a tanning bed? Can you answer that question? Is that a real tan or is it a fake tan? Not that we're singling you out, but we thought maybe you'd know. Is it a spray tan? Trump. Does Trump go to a tanning bed? Yes or no? Is that a fake tan? Oh, it could be spray? So either way, it's a fake. Like fake news, fake tan. You don't know? Okay, just wondering. It's all good. He sweats, you wouldn't see it, so it must be real. Okay. How's your tan, D? You still got it? Nobody knows. Like fake news. Fake tan, fake news. You know what I mean? Tanning bed. Is that why he has those white circles under his eyes like a raccoon from the glasses? You think? Hey, D, is that his real hair, or you think it's hair plugs like Scuffy Frank would always say? Just wondering. I mean, I don't really care. You'd say it's his real hair? Like, I saw videos where, like, his hair fell off. I didn't know if they were real or not. I mean, they can make anything look like that on... I mean, I've seen videos of RZA with hair. It's all AI stuff. You never saw that? All right, we'll take a quick break. Don't leave. Got a few more stories to go to.
I've got to run to keep from and I'm bound to keep on riding. I've got one more silver dollar, but I'm not gonna let them catch me, no. I'm gonna let them catch the midnight rider. I don't
right, here we go. Let's keep it going. Okay, this one's for the ladies. Okay, this is just a question that they were asking on the news. Is there a perfect way to remove vaginal hair? Shaving cream, waxing, or laser? Each method has its own pros and cons. So I thought I'd pose this to the audience and see what's your favorite way. Is there a perfect way to remove vaginal hair? Anybody want to answer that? Dina? T-Ray? Smudgy? It's a clinical thing. Tony TV, power washing. This was on the news. I guess, because it's summer and a lot of women are. The question was, is there a perfect way to remove vaginal hair? Simple. I manscape. Got no problem with that. Ladies, inquiring minds want to know. Stinkbug, you're here. Is there a perfect way to remove vaginal hair? T-Ray, laser. There you go. What was so hard about that? They give you 3 options. Shaving cream, waxing, or laser. Each method has its own pros and cons. Must be a big business right now with the beaches and everything. Be best. I just use a razor personally, but you have to do it every day so you don't have stubble. Okay, Shelly, that's a good answer. We get that. I guess we lost Dina again. Laser is not reversible as fads change. Okay. They say women like to dye it and it looks invisible. I read that in that article. Shaving breaks me out. I just use one of them beard trimmers. Yeah, the beard trimmer. That's what I use. I'll be honest with you. I've cut myself once or twice with that. Who would want it back? So laser T-Ray. There you go, baby. Weed whacker. Tony TV. Only news you'll get here. See, look how informative our channel is. Men are learning things. Women are learning things. We learned a lot here today. Dina had laser. There you go. That's it, baby. Is it expensive? I know women that do the waxing thing. I know that shit hurts with the tape. I mean, it's all clinical. We're all adults. Learning is fun. Look at Donnie R. He's writing this shit down. Waxing, yeah. People get waxed. Brazilian wax, that kind of thing. You ever hear that? Brazilian wax? Marianne got a couple of smiles from the beautiful Marianne. There you go. Dina, you might want to close your ears. It's another Trump thing. Jeffrey Epstein, ex-girlfriend, tells CNN he and Trump best friends and up to no good. Every other article. BRB still brushing. You know, this whole conversation, man, it's you know, Rizzo, you still with us? I'd like to know what he uses on his head. Nair? Razor? Riz, you still with us? He's probably sleeping. I know it's probably late in the UK. Anyway, I tried to get in touch with Andrea today. No reply at all. Just when I thought things were going all right, I found out I'm wrong when I thought I was right. It's always the same. It's just a shame. That's all.
Talk to me. You never talk to me. Ooh, it seems that I can speak, but I can hear my voice shouting out. But there's no reply at all. Dance with me. You never dance with me. It seems that I can move. I'm close to you, close as I can get. Yeah, there's no reply at all. There's no reply at all. I get the feeling you're trying to tell me. Is it something that I should know?
So, before I went on tonight, Bart called. He's like, where are you? What are you doing? Well, I'm going on at 9. I'm live streaming at 9, bro. He says, bro, you got to come out. Why? We got some Puerto Rican girls that are just dying to meet you. Really? Yeah, we're going to get a case of wine. Let's go mess and fool around here like we used to.
What's the matter, man? We're gonna come round at 12 with some Puerto Rican girls that's just dying to meet you. We're gonna bring a case of wine. Hey, let's go mess and fool around, you know, like we used to.
Tell you, when I don't hear from Andrea, I get upset now. I think I'm falling for her. I don't know. You know, my whole, like, you know, what I try to accomplish with her, it worked. It really did. You know that? It's like, I think she's with somebody else, though. But I'm not sure of that. I just get this feeling. I mean, Houdini didn't disappear as good as she does. I mean, I never met anybody who disappeared like she does. Shit. Fucking Houdini shit. And then it just, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, Marianne. Be sorry for her. Trust me. I just go to the fucking meat market.
Whiskey bottles and brand new cars.
Oak tree are in my way.
There's too much coke and too much smoke. Look what's going on inside you. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. The smell of death around you. Angel of darkness is upon you. Stuck a need on your arm. So take another toke, have a blow for your nose. One more drink, fool, would drown you. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. The smell of death around you. Now they call you Prince Charming. Can't speak a word when you're full of blues. Say you'll be alright come tomorrow, but tomorrow might not be here for you. Ooh, that's
It's funny, I was talking to my sister today about her, and she said, "Who's that girl who's always at Andrea's house?" That girl? You mean Jen, her agent? Her best friend, her agent? I don't need advice. I'm good. I'm good. But I do miss her. I'll be honest with you. You miss every shot you don't take. You're right. You do. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow's another day. Every day is a new day. That's the beauty of life. And then you're dead, and they'll forget about you. What about these rogue ICE agents arresting American citizens? An Army vet was held for 3 days not being able to contact his wife and kids. That's right, Pete. What about them? What about Alcatraz? We didn't even get to that tonight. Gator Alcatraz, where they're feeding them on their knees like dogs. Read that today. Anybody want to talk about that? Human rights? Tan man, shut up. Just play some Rush.
Why try? Now why? This feeling inside me said the time I was gone. Clear head, life ahead. This time I was keen, now I just from afar. Life by night away from here. Change my life again. Life by
Stink, you just won a lifetime supply of sativa marijuana. How's that? Lifetime supply, baby.
night, good fine idea. Ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend.
Judge was at a winery? Wayne Gretzky? That sounds like fun. Indica. I'll tell you something real quick that happened to me today. I told you I took some friends to the airport, and I took some friends to the airport, and then on the way home, I went to Publix to get some chicken breast. I like to give Gypsy the dog a little chicken breast. I sprinkle it into her dog food. She's kind of tired of the same old shit, you know, and she's already 90. I'm like, hey, you know what? Oh, she's going to go out happy. So I stopped and I get, you know, half a pound of chicken breast for the dog. You know, because I feel guilty in my head. I know she's waiting for me. Anyway, there's a woman in front of me. You know, we spoke about the lottery tickets and the dollar store. This may have been the worst of all. Every time I thought she was done ordering cold cuts, she went for another pound of cheese. Borscht, or whatever that shit's called, liverwurst. I'm like, oh, okay, the guy's done slicing, another pound, puts it on the counter, he weighs it, puts the price on it. Well, that'll be all? No. No. He was the only one there. Oh my God. Not again. Can I taste the roast beef on sale? I'm bringing myself back there. I'm nauseous again. Is the provolone on sale? Lady, make a move. Please make a move. She's looking at me. I'm looking at her. I got the daggers going. I'm like, please. I need a quarter pound of turkey breast. Can I just get that and you can just play with this guy for the rest of the day? I mean, a woman had a whole meal of free samples. Can I taste the salami thin sliced? Oh yeah, thin sliced. I swear to God, it was a half hour I stood there like this. She kept looking at me too. She knew. She was playing with me. Is the coleslaw good? Lady, if you taste that coleslaw, I'm gonna shove it down your throat. I swear to God, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna start shooting. I know I should have walked away and came back, but I was afraid. You know, they'd call my number. I had the number. She was the only one there. I had the number behind those stupid numbers. She was 40. I was 41. I swear I stood there for a half hour. I was so unhappy. You know what's funny? Because I had like a gallon of iced tea with me, cold out of the refrigerator. I must have drank half the fucking thing while I was standing there. That's how long I was there. All right, I'm sorry. Lunch meat, cold cuts. I don't know. What do you call it, Ag? You know? I mean, call it what you want. I call it a major headache. Anyway, I hate to end the night on such a sour note. But I think tomorrow's going to be a good day.
Show me what it's like. The last one standing. Teach me wrong from right. And I'll show you what I can be. Say it for me, say it to me. And I'll leave this life behind me. Say it if it's worth saving me. Heaven's gates won't open up for me. With these broken wings,
Let me just say, as always, I love you guys. I really do. Thank you for being with me. I'd rather be here with you guys than with some Puerto Rican girls that are just dying to meet me. You know, hopefully I'll get in touch with Andrea sometime tomorrow. Maybe we can stream during the day. I love those streams during the day from her pool. Makes me happy. Thank you. T-Ray, I love you. Stink. Tony. Pete. All you guys. Luce. Thank you. Make sure you catch Lucille's new video. We'll see you guys tomorrow, right? Thank you. I'll gather some more news. Good night, Dina. Don't be mad at me. Good night, Smudge. Good night, Donnie.